Right, good morning everyone. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Morning Review on Tuesday the 21st of March 2023. It's currently 9:24 in the UK. I hope you're all well wherever you are in the world. And I will just crack on. Right, so we've got a market cap of $1.15 trillion, which represents a 2.33% decrease over the last 24 hours. Nothing major. 24-hour trading volume is down somewhat. It's down at $67 billion, but Bitcoin dominance is up to 46.5%. Bitcoin currently trending at $27,709, which is, although it's down 2.2% in the last 24 hours, it's still up 14% over the last week. Ethereum still above $1,700. How about BNB? That continues to make gains up to $332. XRP still is holding on to those gains he's made recently, which is unusual. I think there's talk about summary judgment on the lawsuit coming on the 31st of March. Perhaps people are accumulating sort of FOMO in, hoping that there could be a good result there or good news coming out of that. Fairly flat, to be honest with you, today. It's not much movement, not a lot of selling, which is a good thing, so not many things are pulling back. Onto the 24 hours biggest risers. It's only one really, this XDC network, which is a tiny little thing with a $11 million market cap. A $500 million market cap, 20.91% increase over the last 24 hours. Nexo's pushed up a little bit. I used to have some stuff there, but I'm not interested in it anymore. I've pulled all my funds off of there. Keep them in cold storage now. Flare, something that I was airdropped, but I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. That's up 2%, but not really many movers today. So if we move on to the charts and see what's going on, Bitcoin sort of had a bit of a flat day yesterday. It pushed up, made a higher high, but then closed down there. What about today? Still a bit of indecision in the market. We're sitting on a fairly large doji at the moment. Across the highs, there is still this divergent activity, marginal. Well, from this high here to this high here. Moving down to the 4-hourly, what we're looking like. So yeah, it's just in the consolidation area. This well, it was like a resistance trend line that it was going up against. It seems to be acting as support now, so that could become a supportive trend line that pushes up to what I believe will hit $30,000 this week. Not financial advice, of course. Moving on to the hourly, there's definite divergent activity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can see the MACD and signal line continually going down as price goes up. So there could be something going on in the background. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, when you look on the daily, it looks much better on the bigger time frames. There was the bullish divergence that's in play at the moment. How far that will take us, I don't know. Sentiment, let me just check fear and greed index. So 68, yeah, so people are buying at the moment. People are wanting to get into the crypto market. Onto Ethereum, much the same. We've had a nice push up since Friday over the weekend, which was interesting that we continued to push up. Yesterday tried to push up but pulled back. We've got definite support at $1,700. Our next target is at 1933. So again, there is divergent activity across the highs, but we've got a lot of good sentiment behind us. So I'll just have a quick look at the 4-hourly. I don't want to do a review of every single time frame, but again, there's divergent activity across these highs. We're currently sitting on the 4-hourly 50. It's acting as support. So I think it could be a fairly flat few days, to be honest with you, across these markets. But I do see us pushing towards 30k towards the end of the week. I don't know why. It's just my feeling, but just by looking at these charts and having looked at charts for years, that's what it looks like to me. Like pressure will build up and then eventually it will just push up. Right, so XRP, not much to say. It's going to remain flat. It has pushed up to 38 cents, but you can see it's been in this zone since the FTX sell-off. It's been just chopping in between 32 and 42 cents. There's not much to be said about that. Have a look at BNB. I've not looked at that for a while. Where's my BNB? There it is. Still sitting around this resistance zone at $332. That's been there for some time now. If I go back, yeah, it's been resistance since even in August, prior to the FTX sell-off. It's been resistance there. It's a tough one. Can it break it? What's its all-time high? Come on, computer. So it has been as high as $669. So there's still a way to go. Everything looks nice on the weekly, to be honest with you. On the daily, Is there divergence across the highs? No, everything looks nice and clean. Looking good for a push to the upside, to be honest with you. We're above the 50, we're above the 100. BNB looking decent. Have a quick look at Solana. Pulling back a bit. I'd expect it to pull back to the $20, but I'd also expect to see a reaction there. That being said, we are sitting on the daily 50. Will we react to it? It's reacted to it a couple of times, used it against resistance. It's become resistance and support. A close below that, I would say, puts us into more slightly bearish territory, but we have got the 100 below there. So there's plenty of support below, and sentiment's fairly good, so not really much cause for concern. Quick look at Hedera. This one's an interesting one because it's something I'm investing in. It's got a lot of massive community on Twitter, CoinMarketCap, and all the other news sort of services. Yet it's trending sideways, which personally I don't mind. I'm going to continue to accumulate, but you would have expected a bigger pump or push to the upside along with the rest of the market. Because interestingly enough, this is sitting below its daily 50 and using its daily 100 as support. The 50 being above the 100 is bullish, but it's interesting that it's not reacted as well as the others cryptocurrencies did over the weekend when there was a lot of buyers in the market, which is, again, strange for the weekend. VeChain, more sideways movement. It's very similar to HBAR, actually. It didn't have the massive push up like the other ones did at the weekend, but, not everything moves in unison. Bitcoin tends to lead the way, but not everything goes with it. But the fundamentals behind those two projects are excellent. I was just reading this article on Crypto Savings Expert, and there's this firm, DCG, they lost $1 billion in 2022 when the cryptocurrency market collapsed. So it's a lot of companies, and, big companies have struggled through this bear market. So I don't know, they're not going to be wanting to sell. They're going to be, probably accumulating. I imagine these hedge funds or institutions do DCA in, which is why I normally expect profit taken on a Friday when you see a pump up like that, which is why I was surprised that there was... Sorry, I'm gasping, I'm very thirsty. Why there was no profit taken on Friday and there was continued buying over the weekend. It's very unusual, but only bodes well for the future. So I'll leave it for there. I've got I'm going to do. Actually, let me just check for economic news. So what is it today? Let me refresh that. I don't know if there are any interest. Core inflation out. That came out at 7, just above expected. So at 6:30, we've got FOMC today. Now that could be interesting. So that's one to watch for. That always has a massive effect on the markets, and that can trickle down into crypto. So we predicted 5%. So I'll have to keep an eye. I might make a video after that. I might even go live actually when they do FOMC. I used to when I was doing Forex, but hang on. Now my son's got martial arts tonight. I can't. I'll be taking him to Taekwondo. I've got to train up my bodyguard for when I'm older. All right, okay. I'm going to finish for there. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.